Welcome. I'm Diane Yellow Certified Psychic. Today I'm going to talk about wake up and live. How many times have you been asleep, going through life, not being aware, not knowing, not understanding, not for sure, guessing, asking everybody else, trying to figure it out without going into your inner self? It's very, very important at this time frame that we become aware of ourselves, aware of our life, aware of our surroundings, aware of what we are or are not doing, aware of what we can and cannot do, aware of anything that's going to allow us to have a free soul, free choice of will, the ability to come to unconditional love, the ability to share and co-create with others, to get out of the road of manipulation, control, to get out of the way of fear and insecurities, to get out of the way of emotions that are out of balance, to come into terms of being able to be a healthy individual that is able to continue to grow, have compassion, have love, have strength, have power, have choice, have ideas, have co-creating, has the ability to be. We are in a world where we think we have to be whatever somebody else is or something is. We're so busy with gadgets that occupy us that we don't even know who we authentically are in our souls and who we really are. Technology is great and it is needed, but we also need to grow up our soulages and we need to grow up where we need to be in order to be able to co-create and become not codependent, but become co-creating with each other. The world is changing. Everything in the world is changing. Our governments, the way we think, new technology. We're going to come back to having appreciation for the earth, appreciation for self, for souls, for everything that is going on. In the next 3 years, we're going to have lots of rearranging and changing that goes on so that we all can become better, authentic souls and be able to go into the direction that we were meant to be. A lot of our children being born since 2000 above, our souls that are highly intelligent, highly evolved, don't have the self-destructive thread like that we had in our soul ages. They're the advancement of our society, and they're going to be able to come out of a lot of things that maybe you and I could not. But in the meantime, we are the ones of the foundation, so we're the ones that have to continue to be the freedom of the soul ages and live to the highest good and authenticity of each other. It is very important to know that when you get to the point of where you know who you authentically are and you have confidence in the knowing and being that things have a solution, that things work out, that things will be, then you can open that mind and allow it to happen. Anytime we're in fear, we're constricted. Anytime we're in love, we're flowing, we're open, we're glowing, all of these things. It is our responsibility as souls to continue the glowing and the flowing. The other is only the experiences to show and know that when we're off. We're going to have a lot of relationships be healed, a lot of relationships to be separated. The most important thing is in this time frame, nobody can continue to be the self-destructive self. They can try, and there's power in it, and there's countries doing it, but it won't last. It's only temporary. It's kind of like a style. It's on its way out. And you might as well start developing that some of these things in you that you're using is on its way out too. It's no longer workable. It's no longer a deal. It's no longer acceptable. It's not part of the process. So it's very important that you take a look at and see what's going on around in your world. Be aware, listen to your heart and your soul of what people are saying, listening to the news, anything that you do, listen and hear the words in between. We're supposed to be doing that in kind of our meditations anyway, is hearing the words between our thoughts. You do that and you're going to hear the clarity of what things are. You can even get to the point where you can see the things between thoughts. There's all of this development that each and every soul has within their psyche, but it needs to be developed. It's just like when you first came here. You had to learn to walk and go to the bathroom and eat and talk and think and learn and read and write and all those things. Well, it's the same thing in our inner soul age. We're here to do the same things, only it's in a different level. It's a different level of intangibleness. And most of the time, our soul ages, just like anything else, we have to go in and create and teach it ourselves ourselves and move it forward. It is our responsibility to respond to our soul age, not someone else's. It is our responsibility to respond to our needs, not somebody else's. It is our responsibility to respond to how we feel. It is about us. It is our responsibility to respond to how we act. It is our responsibility to respond to how we don't act. It is our responsibility on earth to live a authentic, heartfelt, unconditional, balanced soul so that we can enjoy the blessings in life. And there are blessings around everybody every day. But if you're in a negative thought process, you're not going to see a blessing at all. You have got to be in a neutral ground to see blessings. I know a lot of people say, oh, you're lucky. I don't get any blessings. And I bet I could follow them around in their day and I could count numerous blessings. So try it one day. Open your eyes and just say, I want to see how many blessings I can see that are bestowed upon me today. And you'll be amazed. There are a lot more than what you think. But of course, when we're angry and we're mean and we're upset and we're crying and we're worried and we're frightful and all these things, we can't see anything but that. All we can see is doom and gloom. So you have a choice, free choice of will. Are you going to go to doom and gloom, or are you going to go to advancement of growth? Are you going to go to peace and serenity, or are you going to go to fear and frustration? It is free choice of will, and we all know the difference in this time frame of what we can do in our lives. So it's important that you stay focused and committed to what you want to do. Are you going to start living your life instead of existing it? Are you going to start being in your own life as your best friend, or are you going to not? Are you going to keep putting the burden of yourself on everybody else so that you don't have to do the work, and you think that being nurtured like when you were a kid is going to be the same? It's not. When you're a baby, you're held. When you're older, you can be held, but it's not like being a baby. It's not the same. You don't have the innocence. You don't have the same situation. So we should stop the insanity of trying to get back what we didn't have. But we need to start the sanity of creating what we didn't have and get it back in a different way. And that is through ourselves, through our soul, through divinity, through the process of people around us that love us. But it's not their burden, it's our burden. And it's not really a burden. It's a chance to live according to your standards, to your highest good. If your belief system is weak in positivity, you will not have all the blessings you see. If you have the positivity that things are better than what you think they are, and that they're always to the highest good, and good comes out of everything, then you'll see your blessings. And it's our blessings that makes us know that we're getting somewhere. Without the blessings, we feel isolated, we feel empty, we feel alone, we feel like everybody has it better than us. It's just all the inner insecurities, poor me, hurtful me, wounded me feelings. And those never make you feel good. We need to be making ourselves feel good, not through false ways. Food isn't going to do it. Drink isn't going to do it. Drugs are not going to do it. Other people aren't going to do it. Having relationships, intimacy isn't going to do it. Buying a new car isn't going to do it. Having a new house isn't going to do it. New clothes, none of that is going to do it for very long. You want to have that conditional love within you, authentically grounded, so that when your house gets shaken a little bit, you don't fall apart. You realize it's just a passing moment, and you still keep hanging on to the scenarios that you do have of positivity. There is no room to grow if you stay negative. It will only bring back to you negativity. And if you get negative enough, you're going to choke yourself back, because our vehicles can only hold so much energy. And if you're holding nothing but negative energy, you're going to get bombarded without the positivity. And somewhere along the line, you'll either give up, blow up, or do something that's going to be destructive. There's no reason that we need to be destructive in this world. And we can look around and see all the wars that are going on. They're ridiculous. They're stupid. People killing each other for what? For nothing. For nothing. Because they have fear, they have hatred, they think they've been cheated, because they've been treated bad, because they don't like their circumstances. Sure, I know that all of it's a part of the process and the cause, but we are in the year of 2014. We do not have to be barbarically thinking like that anymore. We've advanced toward that. So we need to know that if somebody's going to live that way, we don't have to fix them. They need to fix themselves. And divinity is in the hearts of all and the souls of all if they choose to listen. I don't care who they go through, it's all there. If they listen to that, they wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing. And if you listen to your heart and soul, you won't be doing the things that you're doing that are self-destructive. Because we do all know a minute before we do something that is self-destructive or destructive to another, we have a choice. Do we or do we not? And just remember that it is your choice to make that next step. With that choice, there's always consequences. So if you don't want to deal with the consequences of negativity, then don't do it anymore. If you want to deal with the consequences of being positive and the blessings that it gives, go that direction. It's free choice of will. We're in a time of extreme movement here for the next 3 years. Whatever needs to be changed and arranged, it needs to be done. Whatever thought process needs to be cleared out and be healed, it needs to be done. Whatever is in the soul that's disturbing it, it needs to be turned over and healed. Everything is in a turning over, including our earth. We're all going to have movement on earth. We're all going to have movement in our souls. We're all going to have movements in our flesh. We're all going to have movements in our mind. We're opening up to a higher consciousness, to more telepathy, all of this. So the little things that bug us every day are things that we're way behind on and that we need to mature and grow. You can do this. I can do this. We can all do this. We can co-create and do this. And get among people that are doing this. If you're among people that are not, and that's not where you want to be anymore, find, seek out, listen to your heart, your soul. You'll be directed and guided where to go and what to do and how to do it. Learn to listen with those ears in spirit. Listen to see with those eyes in spirit. Listen to talk those words in spirit. Listen to think those words in spirit. Learn to take care of your body within those words of spirit. Everything is through divinity and spirit at this time frame, more than it's ever been in any time frame before. And all it means is appreciating your time on earth, going to a higher consciousness of whatever you call it, coming from only the heart, not the ego, and doing what's best for self as well as what's best for others. And sometimes when it's best for others is that we do nothing. Sometimes it's best for others that we walk away. Sometimes it's best for others that we do help. But when you're in this process, if you've helped yourself first, you'll understand that. If you haven't helped yourself first, then you have no business being in somebody else's karma or their lifespan field of energy of change. Do your own. So I know each and every one of you can go above and beyond your circumstances. I ask that you do so today. And until next time, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.